Hi guys. So expectation in relationships and how to speak to your partner so you don't have a nightmare later when you realize that you're totally misaligned. Okay, so I speak to a lot of people in my private practice and they say to me, Sarah, I've got to a space where I've been with my partner for quite a few years and we've moved in together, say, and now we have a bit of a nightmare where my partner is upset because we don't align with our principles. So an example of this might be something like, okay, children or finances. Okay, so if you're with a partner and you really want to have children, but you've not had the discussion about if your partner wants to have children, where your partner sees themselves, this can be an issue later on, right? So when you've decided that you are going to be a couple and are going to be exclusive to each other and going to be in a relationship, okay, that will be a good time to say, okay, where do you see yourself regarding children? If it's important to you to have children, then you need to speak to your partner and express that that's important to you, okay? People say to me sometimes, oh yeah, but I don't want to put him or her off. That's not putting him or her off. That's just being aligned and being truthful with what you want, okay? Because what you don't want a situation to happen is, and I've heard this, trust me, believe me, I've heard this, is to be a few years down the line and you say, okay, I'd like to start trying for a baby. And then the person says, well, no, I never wanted children in the first place. Okay. And you don't want that situation. Okay. Another example of this might be money, right? Money is a very emotive subject and it's something that people talk about all the time to me. Okay. Someone might say, okay, well, I want a partner that's, going to pay all the bills and I'm just going to contribute towards this particular expense, right? Or some people might say, okay, no, I'm happy to go 50-50, split it right down the middle, okay? These are kind of things that, again, need to be discussed early on in your relationship. Because if you're with somebody that, doesn't want to pay the majority of the bills, even though they're earning more, okay? Or if you're with somebody that only wants 50-50, these kind of things need to be discussed again before you take that step to become serious together. And trust me, guys, there is lots of people and lots of examples where people have not had those critical conversations and now they've got to a situation where they feel stumped because the person doesn't want what they want. And then they're in a situation where they're maybe living with the person or, in a serious commitment and the person doesn't want what they want. So then they're thinking, okay, well, can I even continue in this relationship? So yeah, I just thought I'd share that because there's lots of people that don't have that conversation with their partners. And I really feel it's important conversation to happen in order for your relationship to run smoothly.